Hi, Dom. How are you today? I'm so glad that you are joining me for this brief little chat that we're going to be talking about your experience in the last couple of months. You have been part of a women's coaching program, a program that I fondly call the Triple E program. It's about expansion, expertise, and empowerment. And you have been part of that with a group of 5 other women over the last couple of months. So we're going to be talking a little bit about the experience that you had today. So before we dive into the actual experience, I would love for you to introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, and why you love what you do.
Hey, hi Trisha. So my name is Dominique Himiob, and I am the managing director of Amare Probiotics Limited. Amare Probiotics Limited is the largest manufacturer locally of water kefir, kombucha, and sauerkraut. I love what I do because I get to help all the people that purchase my products with their digestive health, and that makes me feel complete.
Absolutely. And can you tell me a little bit about the mission of your company? Because I know that was something that you really honed in on during the program, and you have a very powerful vision of your company. So I would love for you to share that.
Sure. The long-term goal is to basically be able to provide the Caribbean people with all of our gut-friendly products to be able to also help them with their digestive health and improve their overall health. That is the company's mission long-term. So hopefully this year, we're going to start with export to be able to achieve this.
I love that. You have a very powerful mission to transform the health of the Caribbean using your product. And I think that is so ambitious and altruistic and so wonderful. Applaud you for your mission in your company. So very pleased to have seen that. When you came to this program, you had a particular goal in mind. You had a goal for your company. Specifically, you had a business goal that you were working on. But tell us a little bit about what were you struggling with before you joined the program? What was the reason why you came to join this women's only coaching program?
I struggled with 2 things. One was confidence in the workplace and within myself when it came to my career, as well as finding direction or not seeing clearly where I wanted to take the brand. Those are my 2 biggest challenges, and I think they came hand in hand. So the program was able to help me deal with both issues.
I love that. I love that you bring up the direction and the confidence. We so often don't connect how those things are intertwined with each other, knowing where we want to go and achieving goals. So much of that is actually linked to our confidence versus our planning. We can plan a lot and we can have direction. We can break goals down into small pieces. But if we're lacking the confidence to actually go after it, many of us have grand plans that we don't turn into reality. So I love that you bring up those 2 things because they are so equally a part of us finding our success and finding our own meaning in the work that we do. And I know, I won't give away all your secrets, but you have had an amazing journey in this program. You have made some big, bold moves. I have seen your confidence blossom in so many ways in the way you put yourself out there, the challenges that you have taken on, the ways that you've gotten involved outside of your business and other communities. It's been so inspiring for the whole group to see the big, bold moves that you have made. I would love for you to tell us a bit about what do you feel has been your biggest success, the thing that you're most proud of achieving in this program, or you might still be in the process of achieving it. So something maybe that you achieved or that you're in the process of achieving. What are you most proud of?
So I would say that the biggest achievement from taking part in the program and having the support would be me moving my production to a larger, more efficient location. Where we were for a few years, it was more safe and feeling safe and comfortable and not like taking any scary risks. And so moving my whole production and the whole business to a new, larger, more committed space has been my biggest achievement. And not only physically, but mentally also.
Mhm.
That is my number one win from doing this program
Absolutely.
so
I mean,
far.
that was super. That was a big, bold move. You're quoting a very specific example when you talk about the move that you made and the expansion that you made in terms of your production facility. But what that symbolizes for me is your confidence to take risks, to take calculated, thoughtful, well-planned out risks, and having learned how to think about that, how to make sure that they will be successful risks, to work through that and do what you needed to. And that is often, just like you were saying before, not just a matter of data and analysis and working lots of different things out, but it's also a matter of confidence. And it's a matter of courage to take action and belief that we will be successful. There's both the hard tactical side of knowing, will this be the right move, and getting all the relevant information to make an informed decision, but it's also emotional as well. It represents a balance of those two things. So while you're giving that one specific example, I think what really stands out for me is your ability to have balanced and brought those two things together. So I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so tell us a little bit about what are some of the things that shifted or changed for you as a result of this program? And they might have been internal, they might have been external, they might have been beliefs or thoughts. What are some of the things that have shifted or changed for you?
So I would say a couple of things. The main one is my mindset. So I was in a space mentally where I felt like a part-time working mom, and I was not putting in as many hours into my work as I could have been or would have liked. I guess because I just was unsure. So the mindset and ability to see clearly that I want to be a full-time working mother. I want to focus on the growth of this business. The mindset was the biggest change for me. And then the other thing was feeling worthy of respect in business community. I mean, that one was huge for me because now when I interact with others, whether it's in a business space or social space, I feel that confidence and the ability to speak about what I do. Whereas prior to the program, I may have held that in because I didn't feel like I was worth mentioning what it is that I do, for example.
Yeah, I so appreciate those two big shifts that you talk about. I think for many of us as mothers, we go through that transition in terms of how does, especially when you have young kids, how does my career fit and how does motherhood fit and how do I bring this together in terms of achieving my own dreams, whatever those might be, and my own ambitions, right? And it was very powerful. I remember actually the moment that you talked about, I really had this powerful mindset shift in one of our sessions. I remember that moment so clearly and how so much changed for you as a result of having gone through that exploration and come to that shift for yourself. I love that you bring that up. Thank you. And Dominic, I want to say and appreciate in you that you are incredibly inspiring and you have been such a wealth of experience and knowledge for everyone in our group. You share so willingly and you are so well read and thoughtful and connected, and you have an amazing ability to network and leverage relationships. And you really brought and role modeled that for the group. And I want to appreciate that in you because I think it was such a huge benefit for everyone to start to see what that could look like in different ways. And sometimes we don't see those things in ourselves and we don't see how powerful they are for other people to see it too. And you talked about feeling valued and feeling seen. And I know from the rest of the group that we really appreciate that in you. And a big part of what we do in this group is value and appreciate each other for the things that we bring. I want to thank you for that as well.
Thank you, Trisha. That means a lot.
Absolutely. Last question I have for you, Don. Who's the type of woman that you think would benefit from this program? And if you were in a conversation with her, what would you say to her about joining this program?
Well, the type of woman that I think could really benefit from this program would be working women who either struggle within the career that they are currently in, whether it's a career path that they chose or that fell into their lap, who are just not feeling fulfilled. And also those that are happy with where they're at career-wise, but feel like they just are not able to either see their goals clearly or achieve them on their own. I think those two groups of women could really benefit from using this program. And I would say to them that don't be afraid to A, make the investment in yourself because no one else is going to make it for you. And B, to take the risk and the chance of putting yourself in a group of people that you may or may not know and be open about how you feel about where you are and share your dreams and goals with these people to get their feedback and to support you and guide you along the way.
I love that. That's wonderful. I think that really speaks to the heart of what we get to in this program. the community that we build, the support that we give each other, and the ability to really go after the things that we want to make our lives meaningful. So often, like you said, we fall into the trap of just doing things that we've always done. We've fallen into a career, or we've fallen into different things, and we have bigger dreams for that. We feel like we have more value to add, more that we can do, more that we can give back to the world. And it's such a great way to celebrate those dreams that we have and to get into a cycle of turning them into a reality. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. Giving me the chance to share.
Anything else you want to share with us before we go?
Yes, I just wanted to share that the program has truly been life-changing for me in so many ways. And I really enjoyed because it was my first time ever doing a group program, and also not only a group, but also just working with women and also having a female coach. So it was more of a connection on a deeper level, not only about the goals and the work and stuff, but also it just made me feel more comfortable in this space to be able to open up and share and not feel that I was going to be judged. And it's something that I will always look back on and appreciate that I had the opportunity to do it, and that I am so grateful to be surrounded by and part of a group with these women who are in my group that continue to inspire and support me.
Definitely. Thank you for sharing that. It's truly powerful. I think the experience that we've had together and the story that we've been able to craft as a group. And I know that we have definitely shaped something together that is very memorable for all of us. We can see how closely we all relate to each other and support each other now. And that's been wonderful. And thank you, Dawn, for being part of it. It's been really wonderful.
Thank you, Trisha. I really appreciate everything that you've taught me. I'm so excited to see what we can do next.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks so much, Dawn.